Break it down for a Playboy. Well, rest in peace. I'm sorry.
Man, it was sad when he died.
Yeah, it was.
You know why? For me, it really was. I was at V103 when it happened, and the morning show host Wanda Smith was actually in love with him.
Wow.
So she was
I know
not
my wife
good,
loved
man.
him. My wife loved him.
No, she was actually in love with him, like he's been ready. They was getting ready to kick it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it came out when he died.
Wow. With the Heart and Soul of St. Louis, Mix 99.5, Mix Money Madness Cruise, 6:36, 24 before 7 o'clock. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, Wanda Smith, she loved him. And Levert.
Wow.
About to get together. And then she married a dude who croons. That's my boy, too.
Yeah.
Lamorse, he croons and sounds like Gerald and Luther and everybody.
Wow.
Lamorse Seller. She married him like 3 months later.
I guess it's safe to say if you can croon, you was good with that, huh?
Wanda, she listens sometimes, too. Between her show and ours, she listens.
Oh, my God. I'd have walked up to her and said, you know I can sing.
You know I can sing.
No doubt. Yeah. Anyhow, what we got going on, Theo Lewis and Clark?
Man, if you're just joining us, every month this happens, the first Wednesday of every month. Dr. Ebony January, OBGYN, certified, board certified.
Absolutely.
OBGYN comes in to help you to the healthy.
Yes, sir.
This month it is, it's cervical cancer and pap smears.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's right.
And pap smears versus getting a pelvic exam.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned some other things right before we went to break.
Right. So lastly, what I wanted to leave people with, and this is good for parents, is that there's a vaccination, and even though it's been out for some time, it's been out almost 10 years. Many people don't know that their children should get it. So it's the Gardasil vaccination.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the Gardasil vaccination. So it's the human papilloma vaccination.
Gotcha.
Right. So it helps to prevent cervical cancer.
Really?
So it covers. So there are 3 different types. There's the bivalent type.
Okay.
There is a quadrivalent type, and then there is a non-valent type. Okay. So what that means is how many types of HPV that it actually covers for. Gotcha. In the U.S., we only have the non-valent type, which covers for 9 different types of HPV. So that is, we got HPV 16 and 18. Remember, I was telling you that those are the types that really cause cervical cancer.
Absolutely.
So young people can get a vaccination for it, and I always tell my young people it's the one vaccination that I actually recommend to get.
Gotcha.
I'm not pushing really the flu a lot.
Right,
I'm not pushing a ton of different other vaccinations.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, like, if there's a vaccination that helps prevent cancer, you should probably get it. You know, and there's been a huge push. So young people can get it between age 9 and 26.
Really?
And this is young women and young men.
Really? Men can get it?
Absolutely.
How is it going to benefit the men?
Because they can also get anogenital cancer as well. So it's so important, and not a lot of people know that, is that young men and young women can get it. And the optimal time to get it, even though you can get it between age 9 and age 26, the optimal time is age 11 to 12.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and just so people know, there is 3 shots. You would get your initial shot, 1 2 months from that shot, and then 1 6 months from the first shot.
Got you.
Okay.
Got you.
Can you say it really clear? So if I'm a parent of a middle schooler, 11 and 12, what am I going to ask my doctor to test? What am I going to say?
You're going to ask for the Gardasil vaccination or the HPV vaccination.
I need the Gardasil vaccination or the HPV vaccination, whether I'm a boy or a girl. At 11 or 12 is the prime time.
That's the prime time to get it.
9 to 26.
9 to 26.
But
Very
11 to 12, prime time parents, auntie, now you know what to do.
Your aunts, your grandmother, males and females.
Males and females.
You know, and I bring it up in the office, and I'll go through their charts to see if they've gotten it. And if they haven't, I'll say, have you gotten an HPV vaccination?
Gotcha.
And some young women will come by themselves. So I'll say, if you're uncomfortable, I'll give you this information about it, and then you come back with the parent, and then we can talk more about
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Got you.
Man,
Got you.
Dr. Ebony January, tell them how to get a hold of you.
So you can email me at drej@drej.com, which is DOCTOREJ@drej.com. And once again, that's doctor spelled out. On Instagram, I'm Dr. EJ Bootcamp. That's doctor spelled out. And on Facebook, I'm Dr. EJ, doctor spelled out. And on Twitter, I'm Dr. EJ with the number 1 behind it.
Got you. Got you. Somebody beat you to the punch.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, got you.
But that's okay, man.
Been trying to find out ever since.
You got an article coming out in Community?
Oh yeah, so I have an article.
Coming out?
I do.
Speak up.
So I have an article coming out on cervical cancer pap smears in Community News. That's in the next few months, or actually the next few weeks.
Got you.
So I'll detail this a little bit more, give people a little bit more information about it in a place where they can actually reference. So that'll be out in the next few weeks, and I'll be talking about cervical cancer and pap smears.
Yep.
Awesome.
Shout out to Blackie Chan. He just joined us on Instagram Live. Theo Lewis
Chan.
Clark 995. I got Dr. Ebony January, so in case y'all want to see her
Used to
talk
sell it.
about with passion all these healthy.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
She just all.
So, when is the book dropping?
So end of April.
Okay.
End of April, beginning of May. I haven't
Gotcha.
set a date yet, but
Okay,
it's called
okay.
The Educational Athlete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why every successful student needs a coach.
There you go.
You know, so
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's. I think
That's
it's going to be
beautiful.
beneficial to our youth.
Absolutely. So until next month, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Until next month.
We appreciate you coming in, man.
Every
Thank
month.
you
We
for
look
having
forward
me.
to it.
Talk, man, 'cause
I love being here.
I'm like, woo. I mean, seriously, this
Gotta
is
know.
awesome.
But you know, if you
I
have,
love learning too.
even
I love
as men, you know, you have
Yeah.
young ladies. I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of fathers who come in. You know, I have a father who comes in for every one of his daughter's prenatal appointments.
Gotcha.
And so they're very supportive. So I like to see fathers when they come in the office. So it's so important, even though you may not have womanly parts, it's important for you to know
Right,
because
right.
you do have daughters, you do have, you know, wives and
Yeah.
girlfriends
Oh, yeah.
and things
Oh, yeah, I
like
was gonna
that
say,
to
some
understand
of
what
you-
we go through.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And some of you husbands, go ahead and start, do the cervical exam prior to her going in. So just make sure it's thorough.
I got you.
Because I was married.
Lord have mercy.
I've been doing cervical exams
I know that's right.
frequently.
I got you, man. 6:41, 19. Just
Play
dude,
too
man.
much.
6:42, 18 minutes before and 7 o'clock, man. Oh my God. 6:50, we're gonna do
y'all.
some birthdays, man. So all my Aries out there, if you celebrating a birthday, man, please give us a call 314-325-6995. We would love to hear from you. We would love to shout you out and all that good stuff. 7 o'clock hour, we're gonna do eggs and grits mix. 8 o'clock hour, we're gonna do the same.
Yeah.
So definitely keep us locked and loaded, man. Next month, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much.
Definitely, man. I appreciate
I'll
it.
see you all next time.
True
Dr.
that.
Ebony January.
Proceedings